Demetrius Andrade absolutely goes off. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Before I get into this video, I gotta say shout out to the Boxing Voice. They conducted the interview. Shout out to Ness. Keep doing your thing over there. Make sure you guys go over to the Boxing Voice, subscribe if you are not already subscribed to them, and the link will be in the description so you can watch the interview and then look at the visuals and everything. So Demetrius Andrade, he absolutely goes off. And by go off, it wasn't directed at any one person. He outs Saul Canelo Alvarez. He talks about the Charlo brothers. He calls them bums. He talks about Lara. He said Lara, he was running and he couldn't even get the stoppage versus Ishe Smith. He said out with the old, in with the new. In terms of the guys like Carlos Molina and James Kirkland, he's saying that Canelo shouldn't be fighting Kirkland. The fights with Carlos Molina shouldn't be happening. Those types of fights, because those are considered older fighters in boxing in the division, and it's time for some new young guys. Now, I just want to give you guys watch the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I know a lot of people feel a type of way. Demetrius Andrade, he hasn't been in the ring, to my knowledge, since the Brian Rose victory. That was quite some time ago, and that was a co-main event, I believe. So a lot of people are going to be like, who is he? Who is he to say anything about anybody? But one thing I have to respect, being from the throwback way of thinking in boxing, is the call out. I appreciate when fighters call out, not indirectly or subliminal, like, yeah, this person, I'll fight anybody up to my promoter. Not that type of stuff. I'm talking about a full-fledged call out, even shit talking. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's your responsibility to back it up, and it's their responsibility, their meaning the people you're calling out, their responsibility to show and prove and call your bluff. So I don't understand when Broner's calling out Matisse. People get mad at Broner. He doesn't want to fight Matisse. I mean, he's saying otherwise. Now, I don't know if he thinks he won't get the fight, so he's calling him out, or all that other speculative stuff. All I know is what's in front of me and the tangible stuff. And guys like Broner, guys like Demetrius Andrade and Rigondeaux, they're actually putting a face to their call out. It's not like, oh, I'll fight anybody, Hollow Man. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're telling you who they want to fight. And Demetrius Andrade, like I said, I applaud him. I'm not saying he beats all these guys. This is not a prediction video. I'm saying I appreciate the call out. He talked about he wants to fight Miguel Cotto, Charlo brothers, everybody I said in this video, man. So I appreciate it. I think it's good entertainment. It's good. And ultimately, if he wants to talk Mount Everest mountain of shit, that's up to him, because at the end of the day, he's going to be the one that has to prove that and back up all the claims he was saying. So if no one steps to him, then oh well, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like we can't really say otherwise. So you can't say a man don't want to fight when he's telling you he wants to fight. And then I know a lot of people are going to bring up the Charlo situation. And I've done an interview with Demetrius Andrade in the past. I'll try to get him on the horn to get some questions answered for you guys. But the one thing with the Charlo situation, from everything I gathered, he felt he was getting a raw deal. A lot of people say he was ducking. I'm not really going to get into that. But from what I understand, this is what happened. He was going to fight on the Showtime card against an Al Heyman fighter, right? And that's the Charlo brothers. And he was going to fight on a Showtime card that was for the Khan Alexander card. And they weren't offering what he felt a respectable amount of money. He felt that other people on the card, or just in general in boxing, make a lot more for basically less riskier fights. And he was saying basically, it's not that I doubt my skills, but it's boxing, which is true. He said it's boxing, and you have to deal with other things aside from the ass whooping. You know what I mean? We've seen people like Richard Brill beat Brandon Rios and then lose. A lot of people thought Lara beat Canelo, but he lost. You know what I mean? You've seen controversy. Rocky Martinez versus Juan Carlos Burgos, another one that comes to mind. I thought Burgos clearly won that fight, but they kept the Puerto Rican champion, and we just have to live with it. Timothy Bradley versus Pacquiao, another one highly disputed. So again, what he's saying makes sense. That makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to deal with basically politics. Mauricio Herrera's been on the wrong side of plenty of decisions. Danny Garcia, Jose Benavidez, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think Mauricio Herrera, that actually happened on the same night that the Charlo Demetrius Andrade fight was supposed to happen. And I'm not making excuses. I'm just being real right now. And those were two separate cards, but it happened on the same night that the Charlo fight was supposed to happen. And you seen what happened with Mauricio Herrera. I thought he handedly won. Same thing with Timothy Bradley. I thought he beat Diego Chavez, and he got a draw. You know what I'm saying? I thought he did enough to win that particular fight. A lot of people are like, oh, look at his eye. But his eye was caused by a headbutt. It's not like Diego Chavez like cracked him with a right hook and did that to his eye. So what Demetrius Andrade is saying makes sense in terms of the politics. And he says everything's squared away now and the Charlos can get it. So I just want to see it. The call out is the first step. Get the ball rolling. I appreciate that. Hopefully the Charlos respond. Canelo Kirkland winner responds, something. But I think he's a good fighter, and I think it's good for the sport of boxing to have these full-fledged call-outs. That's my personal opinion. Until then, check out the Boxing Voices actual interview with Demetrius Andrade for the particulars. Let me know what you guys think. Demetrius Andrade, I think they should really get a tournament cracking. 54 is stacked enough to the point where you have players. You have the Charlo brothers. I'm not expecting them to fight each other like the Klitschko's. You got Canelo, Kirkland. There's some players there. Lara, Demetrius Andrade wants to show and prove. So I say give these guys shots. If they say they want it, whether they come up short or not, it is what it is. Let them earn their keep. Regulator, mount up. You know what I'm saying? On some regular, you gotta earn your keep. That's how I feel, man. That's my way of thinking. So if he says he wants it, push for it and give it to him. You know what I mean? It's up to these guys like the Charlos and the Canelos to try to respond to it. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.